Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to tackle a topic that's super important to a lot of families out there,
Absolutely.
financial planning.
Yeah.
But, not just any financial planning.
Right.
This is specifically for families who have special needs dependents.
For sure.
And to help us break this down, we're going deep into some insights from diversified insurance brokers.
They're a great resource.
Oh, they are. They really are.
Yeah.
I mean, this stuff can be really complicated,
Oh, absolutely.
and they just lay it out in such a clear way.
Yeah, definitely.
So our mission today, and I always like to kind of frame it as a mission,
I like that.
is to give you, the listener, the strategies you need
Mm-hmm.
to build that secure future for your loved one.
That's the goal.
Right, to give them the best possible life.
Absolutely.
So where do we even begin with this?
Well, I think a good place to start
Okay,
is with something called a special needs trust,
a special needs trust.
or an SNT for short.
S&T, got
You'll
it.
hear people use both.
Oh.
And this is kind of the cornerstone of the whole plan.
Okay, so why is that? What makes it so important,
Well, think about it. Government benefits.
right? Like Medicaid, SSI, things
Yeah.
like that.
You want to make sure your loved one can still get those.
Right, because they're so crucial.
They are. They're essential for healthcare and all sorts of support services.
Yeah, absolutely.
But here's the thing about an S&T.
Oh, yeah.
It doesn't just cover the bare minimum.
Oh, interesting.
No, it can go way beyond that.
Like what? Give me some examples.
So specialized therapies, right?
Okay.
If your child needs a certain type of therapy that's not covered by insurance,
Mm-hmm.
the S&T can help pay for that.
That's amazing.
Or let's say you need a personal care attendant,
Okay.
someone to help with daily living activities.
Yeah,
That can be really expensive.
it can.
But the S&T can cover that too.
Wow, so it's really comprehensive.
It is. And here's a fun one.
Okay.
What about a trip to Disney World?
Oh, wow.
I mean, why not? If it brings joy and enriches their life,
Mm-hmm.
the S&T can help make that happen.
That's incredible.
And all of this without jeopardizing those government benefits.
Okay, so it sounds like we need to talk about how to actually set one of these up.
Oh, absolutely. You want to do it right.
Yeah.
And that's where working with professionals is key.
Okay, so we're talking lawyers, financial advisors.
Exactly. People who specialize in special needs planning.
Got it.
Because there are a lot of nuances, a lot of details to consider.
I bet.
You want to make sure everything is structured properly.
Right, to achieve those goals.
Exactly. So that the trust really does what it's supposed to do.
Okay, so that's the special needs trust, the SNT,
The cornerstone.
the cornerstone, right?
Yeah.
But, as a caregiver, I can imagine there's this big question looming in the back of your mind.
What happens when you're not there anymore?
Exactly.
It's a tough thought, but it's reality.
It is.
And Diversified really emphasizes the role of life insurance in this situation.
Okay, so how does that fit in?
Well, think about it. Life insurance provides a safety net, right?
Yep.
A death benefit that can be used to fund the S&T after you're gone.
So even when you're not there physically, you're still providing for them.
Exactly. You're ensuring their care continues seamlessly.
It's powerful.
And the type of life insurance matters here.
Okay, what do you mean?
So permanent policies like whole life or universal life,
Mm-hmm.
those are the ones that make the most sense in this scenario
Okay, and why is that?
because they provide that ongoing coverage.
Mm-hmm.
They build cash value over time.
Got it.
So it's not just about a payout if something happens.
Right.
It's about building a financial foundation for the future.
That makes sense.
And, beyond the practical side of things,
Yeah.
there's also the peace of mind factor.
Oh, absolutely.
Knowing that no matter what,
Mm-hmm.
your loved one will be taken care of.
Yeah, that's got to be a huge weight off your shoulders.
It is. It really is.
But I can also see how some families might feel overwhelmed, like,
Oh, I get it.
we're already dealing with so much.
Right.
Now we have to think about life insurance too.
And that's where having those conversations with professionals is so important.
Okay, so finding a financial advisor who gets it.
Exactly. Someone who specializes in special needs planning,
Mm-hmm.
they can help you navigate all of this.
Yeah, help you figure out what type of policy,
Right.
how much coverage,
Yeah.
all of
Yeah,
it.
they'll tailor it to your specific situation
Okay, that makes sense.
because every family is different. Right.
Right, yeah, for sure.
There's no one-size-fits-all approach.
Right, so you mentioned annuities earlier.
Yes.
Honestly, I'm not quite sure I understand how those fit into the picture.
Okay, so annuities,
Yeah,
think of them as a way to create a predictable income stream.
okay.
Steady, reliable income that can last a lifetime.
Mm-hmm.
And that can be really helpful for covering those ongoing care costs.
Right, because those can add up.
Oh, they can, especially over time.
Yeah.
And the cool thing is, this income can be structured to flow directly into the S&T.
Oh, so it's all connected.
It is. It's all about coordination.
Right, and speaking of coordination, we've got to talk about government benefits.
Yes. Medicaid, SSI.
That's right.
It can be a confusing area.
It really can.
So many rules and regulations.
And income limits, asset limits.
Exactly. And it's crucial to understand all of that because you want to make sure you're maximizing those benefits.
Right, while still being strategic with your other financial tools.
Exactly. It's a balancing act.
It is.
And again, working with experts is key.
Okay, so financial advisors who specialize in special needs planning?
Yes. They can guide you through all of it.
That makes sense.
And then there are other resources out there too.
Oh, like what?
So, for example, have you heard of ABL accounts?
ABL accounts. I have heard that term, but...
Okay, so it stands for Achieving a Better Life Experience.
Okay.
And it's basically a savings account specifically for people with disabilities.
Interesting.
And the great thing is,
yeah,
you can contribute funds for disability-related expenses without jeopardizing eligibility for SSI or Medicaid.
Wow. So it's like another piece of the puzzle.
It is. It gives families more flexibility.
More options.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got the special needs trust, life insurance, annuities, ABLE accounts.
It's a lot to take in.
It is, but it's all important.
Absolutely.
And then there's one more thing that Diversified brings up.
Oh, yeah.
A letter of intent.
Or an LOI, for short.
LOI. Okay.
This one is often overlooked.
Oh, really? Why is that?
I think people just don't always understand what it is.
Okay, so what is it?
Well, imagine it as a letter to the future.
Okay.
A heartfelt message about your loved one.
Okay.
It details their needs, their preferences, their medical history, even their dreams and aspirations.
Wow, so it's very personal.
It is. It's their voice.
Yeah.
And it provides guidance to future guardian or trustees.
Okay, so even when you're not there.
Exactly. Your loved one's wishes are still known.
That's so important.
It is. It's about ensuring they get the best possible care.
Even when you're not there to advocate for them.
Exactly. It's like a roadmap.
It is.
A guide to help others understand and support them.
It's amazing how much goes into this.
It is, isn't it?
I mean, I knew financial planning was important, but for families with special needs dependents,
it's a whole other level.
it is. It's complex. It's multi-layered.
But ultimately, it's about empowerment.
Yes, that's the perfect word.
It's about taking control, making informed choices.
And giving your loved one the best possible future.
Exactly. And remember, you don't have to do it alone.
Right. That's so important.
There are experts out there.
Like diversified insurance brokers.
Yes, they can guide you every step of the way.
So if you're listening to this,
and you're feeling overwhelmed,
which is totally understandable,
it is.
take a deep breath.
And reach out for help.
There are people who want to support you.
Absolutely.
And your loved one.
They're there for you.
So what's one step you can take today?
To start building that brighter future.
Maybe it's making that call to an advisor.
Or researching ABLE accounts online.
Whatever it is, just take that first step.
You got this.
You do, and we're here to support you along the way.
Absolutely.
Thanks for joining us for this deep dive, everyone.
It was a pleasure.
And we'll see you next time.
See you then.
Bye.
Bye.